Hello, 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 my lovelies. Welcome back to Monday evening's live stream. It's been a hot one today, you guys. This is Monday evening, July the 11th at 6 p.m. Central Time. I hope everybody's doing great. I hope everybody's getting home from work, getting settled in, getting their supper done, listening and tuning in on your way home. I hope nobody worked too hard today. I mean, it is Monday after all, and Mondays tend to kind of drag ass a little bit. Big Cole, how are you, sweetheart? It's been a while since I've seen you around. How are you? I hope you're feeling better and hope your little vacation was okay. I've missed seeing you. You always brighten up my day. Hey, JoJo, how are you? Good to see you. Like I said, this is our typical little annual early live stream in the evening time. Like I said, it's been a Monday today. Oh, you're ornery as ever, Big Hole? Well, that means you're just fine by me. You're doing well, JoJo. That's good. That is good to hear. Today's been a day. Last 2 days have been quite a day for me, but you gotta get on the upswing of things, I guess. Gotta learn to keep it pushing and moving it forward, and whatever we have in store that this thing calls life has for us, let's just go with it. Like I said, it sure as hell's been a hot one today. I hope none of y'all burned up. I hope y'all have stayed pretty cool, got to stay in the air conditioning, wasn't out in this hot heat. Like, I don't know about y'all, but here in Mississippi, our hottest month is usually August. That's what we call hell month or the devil's month. But this year, it's gotten hot way early. You heard a little bit of the end of earlier. Hey, Miss Ann, how are you? How am I feeling today? Well, let's just say it's been a day. Let's just say it's been a day, and I am trying to lift myself up out of this hole I have placed myself in. Let's just put it that way. Whether it works or not, I have no idea. I do want to say a huge thank you to those of you that have donated to me for medication and other things, and for those of you that for the ones that helped me get StreamYard back. Thank you for that. Hey, Larry and Candace, how are you? Don't work too hard. Got your back, Lakaya. You will rise above. I hope so, Big Hole. Because I have been in a hole for about 2 days, and gosh damn it, I'm ready to get out of it. I'm ready to quit feeling sorry for myself. I had a talk with my my son, and he God, I raised good kids. He said, "Mom, stop. You got to stop it." And I said, "Okay." So, hello, Doug. I got to turn over and go back to sleep. Get you some sleep, Doug. Hey, Curious, how are you? It's okay, Jojo. Like I said, we all have those days, and the last 2 days have been mine. Um, except for I put mine out for the entire world. To be judged, to be ridiculed, to be embarrassed by, to be helpful to others, to inspire, to let everybody know that you're not alone. Like I did it all. I have showed the good, the bad, the ugly side of my life. And it is what it is, but I'm real and I keep it real. If you can't keep it real, you can't sit by me. That's the way I see it. Cuz life's hard. And sometimes we just got gosh darn it, we get down in the dumps. And sometimes we feel sorry for ourselves, and sometimes we feel alone, and sometimes we can't see the other side of the coin. And sometimes it takes somebody else to lift us out, and then sometimes we have to put our big girl britches on and do it ourselves. It just depends. Your new job's tomorrow, Curious Cat? That's awesome. Hopefully it goes great for you. I wish you nothing but the best. But like I said, it's the evening time, and it's the time where everybody, gets off work and starved reason to fight. Listen to it, Lakaya, uplifting. Okay, big hole. I will do. Uh like I said, we all get that way. We're only human. It happens. Hey Dizzle, I didn't see you sneak in there. Uh so like I said, I've had you will thank me later. Okay. Okay, big hole, I remember that. Like I said, I've had a rough 2 days. I've been in this black bottomless pit of a hole, and I don't know. Lakay, I identify with you. I battled things alone since 1989. And Curious, I'm pretty sure you can say it's not easy. That it's just not easy. We all have those times in our lives and we have to express ourselves. Exactly, JoJo. And if we keep everything bottled in, it's just going to implode. I just happen to put mine out there for everybody. And hopefully people will be kind, and hopefully people will be understanding and considerate. Not everybody will, and I've already been hit with that today. So, you know, um, and yes, I've already gotten hit with the bullshit of this and this and this and that about my streams. So, I understand it's gonna happen. It happens. Like I said, I chose to put myself out there. Hi, Miss Lakea. Having a hard day. I'm sorry, honey. I know it will get better, but it's good to let it out. We understand and care. Thank you, Dizzle. Lakea, ignore people like that. Miss Ann says, if you listen to Disturb, listen to The Light. Great song with tons of meaning. Uplifting, in my opinion. I love Disturb, first of all. Just have to get that out there. One of my favorite bands. That's exactly right. If they're not worth your time and effort. Exactly. And like I said, if somebody can't understand, if somebody can't resonate with where I'm coming from, that's fine. And I understand that. But don't place your judgment on me if you didn't listen to the words that I spoke. You're looking for meaning that's not there. That's what I have the problem with. I specifically named what I was talking about and what I was going through, for the simple fact of in case somebody else was going through it. It wasn't for interpretation. It was for a specific reason. And if I'm judged by that, so be it. You know, so be it. It it happens. It happens to the best of us. We wouldn't be YouTube content creators if we were not judged or ridiculed or hounded or harassed or stalked or whatever. The list goes on and on and on. We wouldn't be doing our due diligence if none of that happened. That's what, that lets you know you're doing something right. When people have something to say, regardless, it lets you know you're doing something right. That you're reaching out to people. And like I said, if I hit home to somebody, great. If it didn't and it wasn't your cup of tea, that's fine too. I absolutely understand. Not everybody's going through the same thing at the same time. Some people are happy right now and they don't want anything to bring them down. Truth, brother, how are you? But like I said, some people are happy and they don't want to hear anything depressing, or they don't want to hear anything sad or anything complicated. And that's okay too. It's just as simple as, if I talk about that and you don't like it, turn the channel. There's a billion other channels on YouTube to find and watch. Do I honor other people's opinions? I thank them for it. Sometimes they're not necessarily needed. There's nothing wrong with being honest with yourself. You're being true to yourself and you're putting it out there to the universe. Hey, WWA, how are you? I'm okay. I'm better than what I was earlier. Trying to be better than in the state I was earlier. Let me put it that way. I'm gonna be honest about it. Hey, Sandra, good to see you. So how's the weather where everybody's at? Is it hot where you are? Is it rainy where you are? Is it windy? Hey, Gloria, how are you? Welcome back. Sorry, to the person that's calling me right now. I will call you back when my stream's over. If you hear this, I will call you directly back when my stream's over. Did I call my doctor today? No. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I was in such a state of, hey, John, I was in such a state of woe is me that I couldn't see the light. That I thought I needed to try to get myself together before I saw the devil with the cup of ice earlier. Truth, I'm telling you, brother. It's hot. But I thought I needed to get my mental sanity back first. Because like I said, I was in such a dark hole. And I'm not saying I'm out of it. However, I am trying to understand. I'm trying to understand what God has in store for me. No, WWA, I have not. And it's been a while since I have heard from him. So I have not All I know is he's been releasing content and working hard, and that's all I know. I've kind of been doing my own little thing. Vaught and Chris are kind enough to invite me on their panel every once in a while. And I go over there and help their chat, and I've popped in and damn you, big hole. Don't make me cry. The thing is, I've let go of a lot. I'm just ready to move forward, and I feel like I'm stuck. Is what it is. I have basically thought through my emotions, and I feel hindered. I feel stuck. I feel like I'm a burden. Um, so I'm ready. It's like I'm ready for my life to move. So, uh, so like I said, I feel like hey Kurt, how are you? Welcome to chat. Okay. Make haste more slowly. But yeah, I feel like, gosh damn it, I feel like I feel like I'm just ready to get like life on. Thank you, Kurt, so much for your kind words. They're not missed. They're greatly appreciated, and God bless you too. Truth, your autocorrect's acting all up. Big hole. But like I said, I'm just ready for, yeah. If you're feeling stuck, then you have more to let go. I'm sorry to say that. Maybe so, JoJo. Maybe I'm just missing pieces. Maybe I've just not put everything together. Who knows? I don't know. This is all this is new to me. All this is like a first. All this is first to me. No, curious. I don't even have a car. I don't have any way to travel. I wished, but I don't. I've had a lot of wonderful subscribers want me to come visit them and offered me places to stay and you know come see them, and I just I don't have a way to go, and it's just kind of not feasible right this second. Yep, right, I know. Just ready to get life started. It will start with letting it all go and not fearing. Okay. You're looking too hard. Trust in the Lord 100%. I'm trying. Oh boy, am I trying. Uh, and see, I have seen, thank you, Gregory, for mentioning that. Everyone grieves at their own pace. Let's talk about grieving. Because I want to know, is that what I'm doing? Is it grieving? Like, when my dog Rusty died, I grieved. And then I accepted, and it got better. And right after that, my aunt died.
And grieving her has been a really long process. And that I don't think I'm over that. I don't think I'll ever get over that. Um but in the middle of grieving for her, me and Valt decided to dissolve our marriage basically around the same time. That's the way it happened. We'd already talked about it, and that's just kind of the way it dissolved. Um and I was told that regardless if it's amicable, you will grieve that too. And yes, it was sad, and I was sad. I'm not gonna say I didn't cry. I did. For the loss of what I felt like were all those years. Um, but now I appreciate what we had. I feel like I've let that go. I have gained more family. I've gained Chris because I've opened up my heart, and I've been truly blessed with somebody else that's extremely wonderful for my children and for my best friend Vault. And so I'm not grieving that, but I keep getting people telling me it's grieving. And I'm trying to figure out, well, what am I grieving at? I if I am, like, I'm not recognizing, like, the grief is, I don't know. I'm not grieving a person because he's still in my life. He's my best friend. Lakaya, you've been hit hard. Curious Cat, yes, I'd say I have. I'd say this year I've been hit pretty damn hard by a lot of things. And a lot of things I haven't even mentioned. And will never mention. But I don't know if it's grief or if it's just fear. Fear of what's to come. I don't know. Fear of the unknown. And then, like I said, I feel like a burden at times. I feel like a burden to my child that's still here for the temporary time he's here. I feel a lot of different things. A lot of different emotions. And I know I've got to get a handle on it. I got that. But, like, is there a time limit on this? Like, am I supposed to, like, be okay within a month or 2 or 3 or 4? It's a lot of things. Anxiety, general uncomfortable with the self. Yeah. I look towards the future and wonder, okay, is this what's going on with my feet? Let's take that for number 1. And my legs. Does that have to do with degenerative disc disease? Or does that have to do with being diabetic? I don't know. But it makes me wonder, am I going to be like this forever? If I am like this, will anybody ever want to take that on and form a relationship with somebody that already has issues? Who would want to do that? And then that makes me feel extremely more lonely than what I already feel, more isolated than I already feel. So, like I said, for the past 2 days, I've been in a hole. I've been in, like, just this big hole that I can't seem to see out of. And I'm trying my best, you guys. I'm trying to be upbeat, and I'm trying to be uplifting, and I'm trying to be the Lakaya Show that you know me for, and I'm trying. I'm trying my hardest, you guys. I'm just stuck. Big Hole says, tell you what, Lakaya, a special person will do this willingly and carefully. Big Hole, you have a heart of gold. If nobody's ever told you that, you have a heart of gold. Kurt says, it's nothing serious yet. No, won't be like this forever. And I know I'm blessed. I'm very blessed. You guys, I know I am so blessed. I'm so blessed that if I call or text, I know Valt and Chris are there. If I call Z, I know she'll call me back as soon as possible. I have people like Audrey and Melissa and Shelly and Chica and Miss Arlene and Curious Cat and the rest of you guys. And I know I'm missing some, and I don't mean to. Chev. Oh my God, Chev has my heart, you guys. Chev is my sweetie. If anybody ever had a person as a pit bull, I am Chev's pit bull. Let me put it that way. Y'all ever fuck with Chev, you're gonna mess with me. What's that saying? You mess with the bull, you get the horns. Like, Chev is under my wing. That's my boy right there. So, Chev, he is amazing. He sends me the most amazing, uplifting emails when I least expect them. He is absolutely a doll. And Barry. Barry is another good friend of mine. That has walked with me through a lot of things. And I am so blessed to have friends like that. But Jojo says, you would be surprised at the love of a good man. Look, hey, I really need to talk with you. When you hear my story, you will understand. Jojo, you can email me at any time. lakayatucker@gmail.com. LAKAYATUCKER@gmail.com. I have no problem with anybody emailing me. Gregory says, you're dealing with a lot in a short time. It's okay to have not so good days, and don't get down so much on yourself. Yeah, and that's another thing I do. I'm a glutton for punishment, especially self-punishment. It's not that I don't have high self-esteem. I don't. But I know enough to, I love myself. I love who I am. There's flaws about me that I don't like that I try to change, but I love who I am as a person. But it's sometimes when you're sitting alone, the silence can become too much. Sometimes the silence is just too much. And
what I do is I turn to you guys on YouTube, and I make this is basically like my journal entries. I make journal entries, and I turn to you guys, and I look for inspiration, and I look for friendship, and I look for guidance, and I look for kindness, and I look for mentors, and I look for the ones that have been there and told me they made it and it will be okay. And then I look for the ones that are dealing with things like I am, if not things that are worse. And I try to reach out my hand and lift those up, pull those up out of darkness, because when you're in that hole, surrounded by yourself and your own thoughts and your own insecurities, and you have nobody there to help you, it's hard. It is so hard to see the light of day. It is so hard. Hey, Shulk, buddy, how are you? That's another one I didn't name a while ago that sends me wonderful emails. Kurt says, yes, all those thoughts can be personal hell. It really can be. And I feel as though that's what I've been living in for the past 2 days, is my own semi-personal hell. Dizzle says, it's hard when you're in you're all the time. When you try to remember, it's hard to be happy when someone is bullying you, especially when that someone is yourself. Yeah. Try not to be so hard on yourself. Curious said, Lakaya, you may not see this, but you have a limited mobility that is hard in itself. You have the right to feel down at times. It's something everyone understands. I know, but I know everyone, y'all come over here not to hear my woes. Y'all don't come over here to hear all the blah, 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 and all the tears. And hey, Chaos. Hey, brother. How are you? I love when you pop into chat, you Truth Bass. I love seeing y'all in here. Y'all make me so happy. Y'all make me feel loved. Chris, love you. See, you guys, I'm so lucky and so blessed. I am so lucky and so blessed for the family I have built around me. But like I said, sometimes it's so hard to see the light of day. Chris, thank you so much for popping in the chat, sweetheart. It means a lot to me. Your support means everything. Like I said, I am blessed at the family I have, and I'm blessed at the friends I have, and I'm blessed that I have you all, and y'all know that. I tell y'all that all the time. I never want anybody to go feeling unloved. But, like I said, I'm trying my damnedest to get out of this dark hole that I'm in. I'm so trying. And my son, bless his heart, you guys would have been so proud of Lethal. He set me down and he said, Mom, you're not a burden. You got to get a hold to yourself. This isn't the end. You got to get up and you got to try. And y'all, I don't know when my son became so wise. God, that child is just like his father. Shocked the shit out of me. Like, y'all want to talk about a slap in the face?
it was like his daddy was sitting there giving me a lecture on how to suck it up. And that's what I needed. I needed somebody that cared about me, that I knew cared about me, to tell me it's okay. It's okay to have your moment. But now your moment's done. And it's time to suck it up. So I'm trying. And I'm trying with this live stream to let y'all know that I have sat here a while ago. And God, did I pray? I couldn't get down on my knees. If I could, I would have. But I prayed like I've never prayed before. And almost like a little light shone at the end of the tunnel for me. And I know that sounds corny and weird and crazy. But like I said, it was like a little light, a little bell went off. And I was like, yeah, my son's right. My son's right. I've got to stop. I've got to dig my way back up. And it's going to be hard and it's going to be hell. But I got to do it. What choice do I have? I mean, I want to be around for grandbabies and futures, and I want to be around for family reunions and Christmases and Thanksgiving, and I want to go on vacations with all of my extended family. I want us to be a family unit. So bad. I crave family. I think that's what I miss the most is everybody's separated, going everywhere. And I kind of feel left behind. And I think that's one of my problems is that I do feel left behind, forgotten about. I know I'm not. I know I'm loved. But in my own crazy head, like I said, in my own crazy head, I dug this little hole of self-pity for the last 2 days. And like some of y'all called it grieving, whether it's grieving or not, I don't know. But I'm trying to count my blessings. And I know life is still, I've got some things that are in front of me in store in life. Cass says that sometimes we all feel that way. I just realized that I can't, like I said, I've got some things coming up that I can't really discuss. Oh no, Red, you didn't miss much. You didn't miss much. This is me trying to thank you for talking to me. Y'all, Red texted me and texted me and texted me earlier and helped me so much. She helped pull me out of this hole that I'm in. Hey James, how are you?
But like I said, I've got some hard times coming up that I know are going to be hard, and that's what worries me the most. Uh, is having to go through it by myself. I think that's what I'm so scared of. I'm having to I'm gonna have to face some trauma that I've experienced years ago, and that's all I'll say. But I'm just gonna have to face it head on. And no, it has nothing to do with Vault in any way. So don't even run with that scenario. It has nothing to do with my family. But I've got some trauma that's coming back around, and I'm just gonna have to face it head on. And I don't know how I'm gonna do. I don't know how I'm gonna handle it. And fear of the unknown is scary. Dizzle says, don't invalidate your own feelings just because we know things are going to be all right eventually. Don't suppress it. When things don't feel okay, and they aren't, then it's not okay, but it's temporary. But it will get better. So like I said, I've got something that I've got to face, and I have to face it head on. It's kind of like it's one of those situations, the best to describe it is like walking into the lion's den and you're by yourself and you're unarmored. You have no armor, no weapons, and you're told to survive. It's kind of like that in a hypothetical sense. Uh, and I have that coming up in about a month or so. About a month. And I'm worried about that. And then I've got everything else that my head decides to run through. Because y'all know how, if anybody, I don't know if y'all are like me, but I'm the type of person, like I said, I'm a worry wart. I will run through every scenario and every situation in my head. I will play it over and over and over and try to pick the best path before it even happens. I don't know why I do this. I've done it all my life. Like if I'm going to go to the grocery store, I will mentally pick out the route I'm going to drive before I even leave the house. I do this with everything I do. I mentally think about every scenario and every situation before something happens. I try to prepare myself for every scenario. And then when I can't figure an option out, I get scared. I get fearful. And then it's not depressed because I'm not depressed. I just want to get in a cocoon and hide. I don't want to go through it by myself. James says, Lakaya, not sure if this will help, but when I was going through my worst with a bad injury, my kids gave me the strength to pull through the worst. Biggest blessing I've ever had and ever will have. Red said, sorry if I'm bugging you, sending stuff to get your mind off it. Red, you are not bugging me. Y'all send me whatever y'all want to send me. Like I said, my if you have my number, my texts are always open. It's never a bad time to text me. I may be on a live stream and I may not answer you till I'm done, and my emails are always open. I answer emails sometimes 3 o'clock in the morning. If I wake up for a second, I'll answer an email. Um, Gregory says, yep, overthinking it has to do with past trauma. I firmly believe that as well. Hey, David, how are you? Good to see you in chat, brother. Good to see you.
Yes, Curious, you do email me too, and I appreciate y'all's emails so much. I appreciate every story y'all share with me. I appreciate every feeling you share with me, every thought you have that you think I may find some use for, every tidbit or tip of information. I appreciate it all. I accept it all. There's nothing that I love greater than hearing from you guys and hearing your inspirational stories and hearing, what you're going through and maybe see if I can't lift you up um and throw out a helping hand or a hug or just a kind word. But like I said, I've just been in a bad 2 days and I'm trying to pull myself out of it. And I don't know how long it's going to last, you guys. Bear with me, please. I'm asking you kindly. If you can't handle it, I understand. Chris, Lakaya needs to do shows on her knowledge of witchcraft and spells. Oh, Chris, is that what you want to see? Because I can start that tomorrow, actually. Uh, Somebody else brought, yeah, Red. Thank you. Red brought that up to me today. Red, actually, you guys asked me had I talked with my deity lately. And here's a strange thing. Used to I thought I had to have. Okay, we're fixing to get a little deep. Okay, fixing to get a little deep, a little religious deep. You may or may not agree, and that's fine. But we're fixing to get a little deep. I'm fixing to let you in on a little secret. This is kind of a personal thing, but I feel like it's time to share. I've been wanting to share this kind of for a while, but and some of you might have guessed it. Some of you might have noticed. Um, I used to think I had to have a particular pagan deity to pray to pay homage to pay libation to work with, to walk with on this journey in life. Um, and I'm finding recently, yes, this has been recently, whether it's because my aunt died, whether it's because my marriage dissolved, whether it's because I'm welcoming new people into my life, such as Miss Beautiful Chris. Why I don't know why this happened, but I have not been looking at any particular deity anymore. I have just been using the term God, meaning a divine celestial being of all. Whatever that is, that's it. Whether you consider it pagan, whether you consider it Christian, hell, whether you consider it atheist, Satanist, Luciferian, I don't care what you want to label it. It doesn't matter to me. But I have formed out of the blue, shit, I have formed out of the blue a connection with this supreme celestial being to when a while ago, like I said, I was praying and I was learning to pick myself up. And God, I will say, God spoke to me. I heard it Plain as day in my head, you guys. Plain as I felt it in my heart. I felt it in my soul. And I've never felt that before. Ever. And it makes me cry every time I talk about it. Because it was so fucking profound. I will never forget this moment. It will be with me for a lifetime. I will tell my grandkids and great grandkids about it. But I was praying and I heard specifically this quote: "You had to lose him so you could gain her in your life." And when that was said, you guys, I knew what that meant. I had to lose Vault to gain Chris. Because Chris was meant to be in my life. She was meant to be in all of our lives. So, I'm not saying I've turned away from my belief system. I haven't. And it's not necessarily shifted gears, sort of. But I have been touched in more ways by supreme deity than I ever thought imaginable. And to me, it is a profound blessing that I will never forget. And Chris says, I want to learn about the darker side of religion, the unknown, the one we are not supposed to know about. Yes, ma'am. Um, but like I said, I will never forget that. I will never I will never forget that. So, since then, I have been praying, counting my blessings, praying for everybody to be healthy and everybody to be happy. But the one thing I haven't done is I haven't prayed for myself. And so today, this afternoon, after my live stream, I got a message that kind of shook me to my core a little bit. And I'm not going to mention any more than that. Red, you know what I'm talking about. I got a message that kind of shook me to my core a little bit, kind of knocked me off kilter. And then I decided to pray for myself. And after I got through praying, I felt better. I felt a lot better. And I could see, like I said, a small little glimmer of light at the end of the tunnel. Yes, Chris, family first, always and forever. And you're a part of it. And I'm so glad you're a part of it. I'm so blessed. And maybe one day soon, we will get to meet in person and I can give you the biggest hug and give you the biggest thank you. Because I owe you a lot. More than you know. More than I could ever repay. For bringing happiness and love back to my family. So, like I said, I have done a little soul searching today, this afternoon. I had a talk with my son, and like I said, it was kind of like a smack in the face. He's like, "Mom, get it together, Come on, get your shit together." He's like, "You got to do for you first." And I'm like, "But I'm doing for me the best that I'm doing. Like, what else? What other options do I have?" I just feel like I know they say options are limitless, but I'm finding that's not necessarily true. Uh, at all. But it is a mental struggle that I'm pretty sure we all deal with day to day. And I'm pretty sure we all get down and you know, we all get down in the dumps and of course, like I said, have our bad days. I just happen to put mine out there for the public. Whether it comes back to bite me in the ass, time will tell. You know, I figure though, if I'm gonna go down, I might as well go down in a blaze of glory. And that's me being raw and me being real and me being truthful. Because if you ever meet me, what you get on here is what you get in real life. I would probably cry tears of joy just meeting one of you and give you the biggest hug. You don't understand, like, you guys make me so happy. So happy. You guys are my backbone right now. You know, every time I see each one of your names, it warms my heart to see y'all stop by, even for a moment, just to say hey. Even if it's after the show when you leave me a comment or you leave a like, those likes don't go unnoticed. The comments don't go unnoticed. I notice each and every one of you. And Shaw, believe it or not, here's a secret about Lakaya. Lakaya actually has the phoenix tattooed on her. I have a phoenix tattooed on my upper right arm. And it's actually a pride phoenix, believe it or not. It is a rainbow phoenix. It's not your typical red, orange, yellow. It's got all the colors of the rainbow. Because I wanted to represent that everybody could rise above what they've been burned down to. But I didn't realize that how hard it is when you're down to rise up. I've been down before, you guys. I've struggled with mental things. I've struggled with high anxiety. I've struggled with depression. I have struggled with I have panic disorder, childhood trauma, PTSD. I've got all these things that I battle daily. And I do damn good with them, I think. I usually conquer. But I don't know, these past 2 days have been something more. It was almost as if it was too much to handle by myself. Hi, Carla. How are you, sweetheart? Like I said, it was almost as if it was too much for me to handle. So I turned to you guys. I didn't know what else to do. The only thought that went through my head when putting myself on the line was thinking, if somebody else feels the way I do, I can't stand that. I want them to know they're not alone. That's all I could think about. Was I didn't want anybody else to feel the way I was feeling. I wasn't even thinking about myself, even though it was a woe is me moment, you know, call it what it is. I just felt I just felt like if there's somebody else out there that feels this way, my heart breaks for them because I know how bad it hurts. And I don't want anybody else to feel that way. Because when you're by yourself and you're all alone and all you have is your thoughts, and at the time you have nobody to reach out to, what are you supposed to do? And a lot of people aren't going to turn on a StreamYard or go live and talk about it. They're going to hold it in. And they're going to keep holding it in and keep holding it in until it eats them alive. Carla, unfortunately, no. I have not heard back from Old Ghost. I don't know if he's even checked his email because I know he's not a regular. He doesn't come on all the time to the chat. I did leave him my number though. I'm hoping he will get back to me, but you know, if he doesn't, he doesn't. Kind of sucks though. You know, I was really excited, not gonna lie. I was excited. You know, but that's me being me and that's honesty. I got excited. But I tend to be getting excited a lot lately for nothing. For it to go nowhere. So your honesty is what is setting you free and showing that you can pick yourself up and change your life. Thank you, JoJo. James says, talk to God is what I've learned. He wouldn't have let you get this far if God didn't have more and better plans for you. I hope so, James. I pray every day that my family stays close, that we stay tight knit, that I'm surrounded by wonderful friends, and to hopefully one day find my right one. And I'm so ready. Hey, El Loco, because like I said, you guys, I've got a hell of a lot of love to give. I've got a lot of love to give. And I'm ready. I want my forever after. Red said, that's me. I held it in. I went through my crap with absolutely no one, but oh my God, it's amazing. He got me through it. I honestly thought that it would kill me. So I learned if you're in hell, keep walking, keep going. Right, Red? I hope so, El Loco. I hope I'm already blessed. Let me take that back. I'm already blessed. I count my blessings every day. I'm very lucky. I have disability issues going on right now, but they're not. It's bad, but it could be worse. I count my blessings every day for that. Um, I pray for everybody going through it worse than I have. Um, I wish I could help everybody. I light candles for everybody. Uh, like I said, I know I'm blessed, and I'm blessed in a lot of ways. A lot of ways. I just, like I said, I just had two bad days. 2 bad days, and maybe tomorrow will be better. Maybe tomorrow I can do as Chris Cat says, and we can get talking about some magic and religion and stuff. Maybe we can get back to the regular programmed Lakaya Show. I would love to get back to normal, to feel normal. I just haven't felt normal in a while. But like I said, sorry for the sniffles. Y'all know I'm a crier. I mean, how many times do I have to repeat that? Y'all know I'm a big old baby. Loco, you haven't ever been normal? You know what? I don't think I have either, to be honest. I wished I was normal. I really wished I was normal. Hey, Shelly. Hey, sweetheart. How are you? Like I said, sorry for the snot. Sorry for the tears. Sorry for the topic. Sorry, just sorry, you guys. I mean, just sorry. Like I said, I'm trying. I'm trying my damnedest to pull my life back together. Cause it was okay. It was doing good. Carla messaged me at my email, or Facebook messaged me one. But Lakaya, there is no normal. I know. I know there's no normal, but I feel like everybody's normal but me. I feel like I'm the oddball right now. Dizzle says, I'm here for all of it. The tears, laughter, conversation. Some of these chats choke me up and have been helping out. Thank you for being you and the entirety of you. Just being you helps. Thank you. Thank you, Dizzle. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me. Without you guys, there'd be no Lakaya Show. I probably would have given up by now. I've given up the goal of 1,000 subscribers. That was my main thing when I started YouTube. Was I wanted a goal of 1,000 subscribers. Then I would say I've made it. I was something, but I've given that up. I'm to the point I don't care how many subscribers I have. I don't care if I have just one. Hey Primal, how are you, hun? Like I said, I don't even care if I have just one listener. I uh I will still be me. I will still be real. I will still be honest. Even honest to a fault. I know sometimes my mouth gets me into trouble.
because I'm too honest, or I speak on too much, or I mention too much. Believe me, that's the story of my life. Now, I'm good at keeping other people's secrets. Don't get me wrong. I'm great at keeping other people's secrets. But when it comes to my own personal life, just me, I overshare, and I know that. And I know it can be uncoming at times. Uh, I know it can be too much to handle, too much to take, too much to listen to. It can drive people away. And I get all that. But you guys, I don't know how other than to be, but to be me. And that's the good, the bad, the tears, the cries, the snot, the sneezes. I haven't farted on stream yet, so that's a plus. Hey. but like I said, I'm just me and I'm real, and I always said that I would be real. You know, and if somebody can't handle that, then I'm sorry. There's other channels that, you know, there's other channels that, you know, are for you, I guess, because I just may not be it. Like I said, I know I tend to, like I said, I know I tend to overshare. And I thank you all for sticking with me. Thank you, Primal. I appreciate that. You're a sweetheart. How are you and Darkwoods doing? Any more activity on the property? Uh, any more pictures? I haven't seen any lately. I haven't noticed either, though. If any's been posted, I haven't really looked. I've kind of been, like I said, I've kind of been in a little hole of woe is me. Feel sorry for Lakaya. Poor Lakaya. Bless her heart. Yeah, bless my heart, you guys. The old Southern saying of what the hell, bless her heart. That's one of my favorite movies, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Dizzle, I don't know how else to be. Shelly said, I'm still finding stuff in those last pics. Red sent me some pics earlier that she took of some prints, and they are like, wow. She sent them to me in an email earlier. We were conversing back and forth, and you guys, Red took some good pictures. Hey, Roth. Brain is not wanting to cooperate today. I'm sorry, Roth. There's a lot going on, that's for sure. My brain hasn't really cooperated with me the past 2 days, so I feel you. Shelly says if shit blows, then it's reasonable to be bummed for a while. Yeah. Like I said, I'm trying to come out of it. I'm trying to rise above, to, I don't know, see the silver lining, to be patient, to count my blessings, to be thankful for what I have right this minute, even though things may change in a heartbeat. But like I said, I fell down a hole, you guys. There's no other way to describe it. There's no excuse for it. I fell down a hole. I call it a bad mental state.
Carla said, let's put it this way. If I didn't care about you, I wouldn't be here. My books are still waiting in the bookcases to be read. Oh, Carla. Jojo said, Lakaya, do you have a notebook? I do. I do have a notebook. Shelley said, that's all you can do, but it's still a healing process and not an overnight thing. I know. I just, gosh darn it, I'm impatient and I'm ready for whatever life brings me. Like, I'm ready for it. Like, come on. I'm impatient. I don't know. I have so many thoughts, you guys, going through my head and so many emotions and so many feelings. They're all tangled up in it like a rubber band ball. Jojo says, on one side, write all your blessings. Hope Z is keeping you some company when she has time. I know she's busy on the road a lot. James, yes, me and her talk. We talk about every day. I talked to her earlier, as a matter of fact. She's busy driving. So I talked to her earlier. Primal said, I saw a dog man while in the woodland garden last week. Baby dog man was hanging out with Darkwoods after he did the interview with Truth and Bass. Forest people just love to hang out here. Oh, awesome. Primal, that's cool. Stop being so hard on yourself. Quit picking on yourself because you don't have it yet. You know you get the potential, know-how, and are going to do it. Maybe more patience with yourself. I could be wrong. No, Dizzle, you're right. Yeah, Z is a great person. Y'all, she's been there for me through so many tears. Like, all I got to do is call her and sniff, and she'll go, okay, what is it now? And we'll talk about it. And she gives me the best advice she can, which is usually wonderful advice. Chaos said, I just manifested some chaos burgers. Awesome. Jojo says, on the other, write what you think is wrong and then burn it. That is the way to let it go. Jojo, I most definitely will try that. You guys, I'm going to call this one. I may do a stream later tonight if I feel like it. I don't know. But I'm going to let this one go. Thank you all so much for the uplifting words and all the love. I greatly appreciate it. Sorry to cut it a little short. I was going to go longer, but I've got a couple calls I need to make. Thank you so much for joining me here. Like I said, I don't know if Vault and them are streaming tonight or who else is streaming. I have no idea. But Carla, be sure to email me, lakayatucker@gmail.com. If anybody wants to email me, feel free to email me. My email's always open. Love, peace, blessings. See you guys later. Bye.